So now we're talking about money and and deals. Let's get into the deal. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of these deals, right? So help us understand the terminology and the anatomy of a production deal, right? So some of the listeners probably heard terms like development fee, exec producing fee, royalties, back end. What is the garden variety production deal for a small production company to produce a non-scripted series like Love and Hip Hop or The Kardashians, an ensemble piece like you described, docu-follow? What are some of the nuts and bolts of these deals?
Well, I mean, certainly to a certain extent it depends on the production company coming in, but I mean usually there's you come in with kind of your idea. If we want to develop it like and this is any network. This can be BT. This can be Fuse. This can be most any network that's out there taking pictures. There's a casting step and a paper development step. So if you haven't already done that, but it looks like it's a great idea and you've kind of got most of it together, a network will say like, here's $5K. Go out. I want tape. I want better tape of the people. I want their history. I want you to like comb the internet to see what you can find. I want you to add people. Like I want you to do like more of a nationwide casting.
And that's called the development fee or casting fee, or what do you call that?
We call that a paper development.
Paper development fee. Yeah. $5,000.
Yeah. But it would be casting. Yeah.
Yeah. Approximately. Yeah. So for these out there, for those of you out there who can be, innovative, there may be a margin if you guys keep some of that $5,000 for yourselves, as versus just spending it all on the production.
Yeah, because I mean you're the one doing it, so it's like it's just paying you for the work that you're doing. Because I mean also it's putting together kind of like what you might call like a series, Bob. You've got to come up with like what outlines for your episodes, your production budget, your production calendar, when you kick off, like all of that kind of stuff.
The full the whole shebang. Okay,
yeah. And then right after that, we would go into we would either do a presentation or a pilot. Presentation is basically like a half hour. A half hour series is maybe 20 actual minutes, and so a presentation is like a proof of concept. So you would shoot like a couple of scenes.
And now, is there money in for the production company in this presentation? Are they getting a fee for that too?
Yeah, they don't get a fee. It's an all-in, and so it's kind of what you can get out of it.
Got
it. And that varies. I mean, presentations can be like real small, like I just want one scene, like $15,000, and like I want to see like like a full on like half the show, like give me 10 minutes, and here's $60,000.
So you go from
and it also depends on the amount of leverage that you have.
Totally, the size of the company and the name.
Yeah.
So you go from $5,000 to kind of give me something that I can figure out what this is, to the production companies, to the network saying, well, here's another 10 or 15, and now give me a full, give me a low budget pilot, for lack of a better way to describe it. And again, you're not getting a fee. The idea is we just want you to use this money to put something together.
Yeah, straight proof of concept.
Proof of concept. Yeah. But if there's a margin in it for you to make some money because you're doing it all in-house, great.
Yeah. So if you have your own people or you're in-house, then you're actually making money. If you have to go out and hire people, you're not making any money on it.
That's right. Bring it. Well, let's put emphasis on that. Do as much as you can yourself, and then you'll save on the back end.
You save always.
Always.